practices and stuff that you don't quite have all your adrenaline there. So when you have a wound, it's not ideal. Yeah, I think it's such a hypothetical, I think it's kind of pointless, because we have a huge degree of trust in one another, and I know he's working every day to make our team the best it possibly can. I'm trying to do the same, and it's just we've been together for so long. In a great way. I've learned so much from him. I've just tried to be what I think a quarterback should be for a team. And like I said, I'm so happy I have great coaches that I can count on, that I trust, that I rely on. And between Josh as my offensive coach, we have such a great relationship, and how I interact with him and how much I trust him and what he sees, and to call, exactly what he thinks is going to be the best thing. It's a great comfort for a player. Yeah, that was good. To get off to a good start in both those games is really critical. Obviously, in Kansas City, we lost that lead. And this is a little different game, too. It's such a long game. You're going to have to play great, basically 4 hours of football. And you'd love to start fast, provide some margin of error, but we were down a bunch a couple years ago to the Falcons, and it worked out pretty good. So whatever it takes, man, you got to have mental toughness to just fight on and keep fighting. And eventually the clock's going to hit 0.00 at one point, and that's the time where you need to lead.
How do you spend the last hour?
To have the same success without the greatest coach doesn't make any sense to me. He's an incredible coach, and I think, players need coaches and coaches need players, and he can't do my job and I can't do his job. And I think, it's just been a great partnership, great relationship we've had, and I've enjoyed it from the time that I got here. And he's a great coach, been a great mentor. I'm sure all the players that have played for him, have a great deal of respect for Coach Belichick and everything he's brought to our team. With Coach Belichick and I feel like all those stories have been told. We've been together for a long time. Our routines are kind of what they are, and we meet and we talk about football and what we need to do to help get the job done. I did. That was one of the best experiences of my life. And I had my oldest son there with me, and he was in the sumo stable with me. And I have so much respect for that sport and the tradition and the history of the sport, and those athletes and the commitments they make to as the national sport. They're incredible athletes, and it's such a disciplined sport, and there's so much respect for your opponent, and respect for the for the kind of the place of the competition. And I hope I can do it again someday. Yeah, thank you. I try to just, have destimulate as much as possible. I don't put the TV on. I don't put maybe some soft music. Try to keep it dark. Just try to rest and not get my heart rate up. And that's really it, It's always a little different. So, yeah, it's always a little different because you had some early starts. We played in Arizona. We played obviously on the East Coast. Played Central Time. It's always been a little different. No, nothing. I haven't been out and about much, so I haven't come across too many Falcon fans. Yeah, that was quite a long time ago, but it's just been great experiences, and I think when you're always standing out there, it reminds me so much when I was a kid and I'd watch the Super Bowl and they'd have the Star Spangled Banner going, and you'd see the players, and it's just very surreal to be one of those players now. So it was kind of surreal then. It's still surreal for me. As soon as that ends, you're ready to go. So that's when you kind of get in the football mode. It was really good. It was good. It's good to just run around, and obviously, nothing in practice is ever perfect. So got some things that we're just working on, and I'm sure it'll go all the way through Friday. I think guys are, as focused, as we can be, and we're always trying to improve. And again, nothing's ever quite perfect, but it's good to be on the field and working on things that are going to help us win the game rather than working on things that aren't going to help us win the game. Yeah, I think he'll do a great job. He's a great young player, and that team has a great offense. They got a great system, well coached. Robert Woods, I think is a hell of a receiver. Brandon Cooks, he knows how much I love and respect his game. One of the hardest workers I've ever been around. One of the most mature players for his age that I've ever seen. And they got a great offense. So. I have fun going against anyone. That's, I think, the reality. Whether it's Mahomes or Roethlisberger or Rivers or Breeze or, it could be whoever. As long as I'm on the field playing, I'm loving it. Yep. I do appreciate his sense of humor, but I don't have too many stories. Well, I got back after practice. I wanted to calm down a little bit because, you run around and there's a lot of energy and emotion in practice, and just did my treatment with Alex and calmed down a little bit, and then came down here. So, I've been doing these for a long time. 24 years going back to college. So, it's pretty cool to be here this day doing this. There's no place I'd rather be in the world. Yeah. I'm so impressed with everything. He's, Julian's an incredibly hard worker, and he's got a lot of mental toughness. And, to overcome the injury like he did was, most guys have kind of a down year when they come back from an ACL, and I wouldn't say Julian's really had that. Julian has been a big part of our offense since he came back, and I know he's feeling really healthy this time of year, and that's a good thing for our football team. Absolutely. I feel like we, our coach is the best that's ever coached. Josh, is the best coordinator in the league. I think that gives us a great chance. And then we got to go execute it. So we have good plans. Now it comes down to our job to go execute them, and we're going against a team that is going to be very challenging to execute against. But hopefully we have enough mental toughness to play for 60 minutes and try to make more plays than them. So thank you, guys.